righty, final one. Select the correct answer in simplest form, and this one just looks like a straight up quadratic to me. So what do I need? I need a 0 on the right-hand side. To do that, I'm going to subtract 10 over. I've had to do this a whole lot on this set of review problems. Look out for it a little bit more on yours. 2x squared minus x minus 6 equals 0. Okay, I look and I think, okay, I could look for factors, try to factor this all out and everything like that. But what we've been doing a lot lately, what we know works every single time, you don't have to try it and fail and try and fail and see if it works. You know the quadratic formula is going to work. So I love that about the quadratic formula. If I know it's going to work every time as far as algebra 1 goes, I'm going to stick with it. A is going to be 2. B here is -1. And C is -6. Okay? So if I'm going to quadratic formula, I take opposite of B, which is +1 now, plus or minus square root B squared, which is -1 squared, minus 4 times A, which is 2, times C, which is -6, over 2A, which is 2 times 2. Okay? Well, let's start crushing through. Let's figure out what's underneath the radical here, what the discriminant is. So I hop over into some scratch work. -1 times -1 is +1, minus 4 times 2 is 8, times -6 is -48. But we know a negative and a negative makes a positive. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the pen over there. It makes a positive. So we are going to get 1 plus 48. That means underneath the radical, we just have 49. And that number should stick out to you a little bit because underneath a radical, it's really, really awesome when we get a perfect square. So we have 1 plus or minus the square root of 49 over 4. And you'll notice the plus or minus is in front of the radical as it has been. The quadratic formula just comes like that. So what we have now is 1 plus or minus the square root of 49, which is 7 over 4. And again, as usual, we split the problem. Once you get down to where it's just plus minus, there's no other math you can really do. You split the problem. We have 1 plus 7 over 4 and 1 minus 7 over 4. This is my problem split. Well, 1 plus 7 is going to be a positive 8 over 4, which is just 2. 1 minus 7 is going to be a -6 over 4. Now, that's not the answer you're going to see because we can simplify that. -6 over 4 is going to be -3/2. Now, let's just proof that real quick. Let's check it in Desmos. And I want to just show this little fact of Desmos, what it can do. Okay? -6 divided by 4. Okay, it's going to tell you it's 1.5, but look at this little option that pops up here. It knows a lot of times you want to keep this as a fraction. So it will turn it into a fraction for you, -3 over 2. You could also use the fraction feature here, -6 over 4, and you'll notice, oh crap, it didn't keep it a fraction. So you are going to need to use that fraction key sometimes.